This is your first day. Your designation will be RP-01/138. We expect great things from you. You have been born into dangerous times. A sharp mind can be the key to survival. But as often as not, it will be your inherent physical traits that win the day. And in this regard, you will be superior to your more common brethren. For you are a commando, an elite unit, something truly special. Your weapons, your armor, and most importantly, your brothers. The Ifer of our world hunt in pods to bring down much larger prey. So too shall you join with 3 brothers and become fierce hunters for the Republic. Now, join your pod and embrace your destiny as their leader. Join Delta Squad. Delta 4-0, your foundation, a pure and uncomplicated soldier. 6-2, the heart and soul of your team. And 07, the fiercest hunter of all your brothers. You are each a piece of a whole person. And the Republic will call you to defend and give your lives if need be.
Sergeant, get those troopers into the gunship.
Ready for liftoff. New gunship. Okay, Group B, let's move it. Let's go. Push those cannons to the stern. Load the ammo and the ordnance. Let's go, let's go!
Sir, we're gonna split up for the drop, but we'll meet you at the RV on Geonosis. See you planetside, sir!
Well, this was a fairly easy game. The gameplay is a tactical squad-based shooter. Even though the tactical part isn't really that deep, it's not that terrible either. Okay, you can choose when they hold position and it's about that, and it's also one command that just let them do what the fuck they want. Well, not take position or enter a turret or anything, but it's still good. It's not that deep, but it's not that terrible either. But the game doesn't really take you to so many different places. It's only 3, and they really extend it to the last fucking minute. But the challenge then? Well, the challenge, well, of course it does a 6 challenge if you play on the hardest difficulty. Well, yeah, I guess it's a bit of a challenge. It's a fair amount of different enemy types in the game. Near the end, they started to just throw everything at you, everything that the game really had, and it repeated itself over and over again until it ended. But that was about it, to be honest. The story is a very good example of a rollercoaster story, meaning that they focus a lot on character deployment, even though the character deployment in this game isn't really that. I mean, it's special because it's nothing really individual character deployment. I mean, you character deployment as a squad, and of course, it's a success for the game because they say in the beginning that you are technically one person, and they succeeded on that part. One thing as well that in one level, you like revisit a thing that you lived on and all that shit, but it doesn't really. I mean, the game doesn't really make a big deal of it. In the beginning of the chapter, it felt like it wanted to do something, but it didn't really feel to anything, so that was good. It wasn't really a back for anything. It was good. Like, they knew that it was pretty bad. So you can't really bitch about that. Another thing with great example on a rollercoaster story, I mean, with the character deployment, they really used that card in the end to actually feel something. But then again, it wasn't really that individual part, more like the squad base, like you were one less person on your squad. And that's why they succeeded on that part. But then again, it borrows a lot from the Star Wars universe. It doesn't really build up anything itself, so in the end, all of this, one and all, well, it's a great game. Why is it a great game? Well, mostly because of the character deployment, that they really used the character deployment, and that they used it, the card they got in the end. It wasn't, for nothing, or even though if it was for nothing, it would probably still be a good game, but it was still a great game that they used the card and knew that they actually knew what the fuck they were doing. Anyway, so yeah, the gameplay is good, the story is good, but it's still the character deployment that really succeeded in. I mean, like I said before, the gameplay isn't really that deep. I mean, you don't really have that much freedom over your squad. I mean, when they're like one command that you like they set up snipe position or throw grenades. I mean, that should just be an individual order, I think, but whatever. That's what I mean. It's not that deep. I mean, okay, you can hold position, you can follow me, or you can go do what the fuck you want command. And well, that's just destroyed all feeling, but it's good. I mean, it's not good. I mean, it's still good, even though it has that fucking command. Eventually it might feel like it's just the same thing over and over again. It might get a bit boring, and well, I agree, it's a bit repetitive. But one thing you can like bitch about was that the story isn't really that deep. But I mean, it's a roller coaster story. What the fuck do you expect from a fucking roller coaster story? But it's a great example, like I said in different reviews, that you can do a very good roller coaster story, and it's just like this focus on character deployment. I mean, Bryson Arms. I'm not really sure, but I think Viet Cong did it too. Very good. I mean, like, good example on roller coaster story that focus on a lot on character deployment, and this is also a good example on roller coaster story. Focus on character deployment and use it near the end, or just use it. But then again, it was pretty special in this case because it needed to follow this kind of story that technically you're just one person, this with genes and all. I mean, the story was that you were a clone, but you were a special clone. You were more advanced than your other brothers, and therefore every commando has its own personality individually, but still as one person, and that's the squad. And it's very good, to be honest. I mean, it's not fantastic or a fucking masterpiece, but it's very good. Especially nowadays, it's very good. But gaming in general, it's still very good. It's fairly good. So yeah, it's a great game. I haven't touched the multiplayer because, like I said before, it's just a fucking bonus. And well, yeah, I totally forgot. The ending sucks. But then again, it doesn't really feel that you can. I mean, it doesn't really make that bitching about because it's a roller coaster story. It's supposed to take. I mean, it sounds like I'm just trying to find a way out of this to make the game sound good, but it's pretty. But it's still a bad ending, and especially when they ended like they did. I mean, with the characters and shit. Which is pretty weird, because when I played it, it was like years ago when it was released and shit. Well, I got the only thing I remember, I thought it ended with like Order 66 going on, but it didn't end like it. This was a sucky fucking ending. It was like, well, okay, mission accomplished. Oh wait, you need to return there. The end. And it's still not a sweet sequel to it either. I mean, okay, if it's ended with Order 66, then I can, how the fuck are you supposed to spin off with that shit? I mean, of course, you can, spin off with they all have their individual personality, but then again, they are like in a squad. But now with this sucky ending, I mean, what the fuck were they waiting for? Oh well, this is just getting off topic. Well, Star Wars Republic Commando, even though it borrows a lot, even though the story it's not good, but still good, not that good, it's still a great game.